Okay guys, sorry for that. I think my live stream just went off automatically without me knowing. Explaining myself here. I think I don't know why it stopped yet to record, but now I'm here. Just in case you didn't watch, you can watch that previous live stream and then this one if you are not together at the same time. Currently we are here. Tumefika up and then retracing back. I don't want market to come back here until here. I just want you to use this fair value gap. That fair value gap. This they have done there. That's a fair gap that market should use to continue going down. Just in case you didn't see my trades, I can just explain again. Basal could taken shift market structure, fair value gap. My first entry should be here. I didn't got my first entry there. My second, I got my first entry here. The issue with my brokers that nikiingianga market to displace like my end position inakwanga chini kama ni sell or kama ni buy inaweka juu kidogo as compared to the exact position where I got the entry. So I got my entry position with this candle. I think this one, let me just check it with you guys here. Yeah, that one was this candle going here, but I got two trades by the way. Another one I got around here. So market consolidated for some time and then at around 117 displaced lower, playing with this discount part of this fair value gap, this inversion fair value gap in 15 time frame, 15 minutes. You can just check it out. This fair value gap, that's inversion fair value gap. Market played with it. Let's go back. The fight it could have gone is this volume balance. Market came back to this volume balance here. Displaced lower. The body, you can just see the body closing below here. The next candle opened. I think you can use this week Costco encroachment. Yeah, it did so with just one handle above. The Costco encroachment of this week, Costco encroachment, okay, of this week, just with one handle above, displacing lower. They taking this swing low. I placed my stop loss just above here because the work of this volume balance have been done to be used later in the future maybe. Displacing this one. This is a breakaway gap. Taking this long swing low, displacing low again, market rallying lower. Now you can see this volume, this fair value gap. I mean, market coming here, displacing lower. Now I want just this swing low to be taken again. I don't want market now to come back closing above this volume, this fair value gap. I'll close my trade. Now I can put my stop loss just above this green candle, this one, that one. Because even if market come and close above this fair value gap, I'm going to close my trade. Remember my first entry was, I got my first partial here with $50 profit here. Now I'm going to see how market is going to behave on this fair value gap. This two, now you have to go 2 or 3. Just want to check how market is going to behave in this fair value gap. My stop loss is okay there to give market if it's going to come to this high of this fair value gap for spread, and then it can displace lower. This time distortion of the market. What's market is doing here? It's time distortion. This low had been taken, remaining this one until here. I think the market is going to struggle to pass through this back and forth. Let me just check it for this one. It's back and forth here. That's a live entry. Because encroachment of that fair gap have been used. The midpoint, you can just see how the candles high are at the midpoint of that fair value gap. That's a good one. To be nice if the market now can displace lower. Anytime the body will close below that fair gap like that, that means you should not go back. You have already used the fair value gap, now you should displace lower. That's an end position. That's a macro. You can end that trade from here, from that encroachment, or even the high, and then anytime the market is going to close above that fair value gap, that same fair value gap, you can get out from the market with a very small risk, because from that encroachment to the high, that's a pesa kidogo sana. Utakuwa umepesa pesa kidogo sana. So and the moment itaenda, that will be a good trade for you. Today, two trades today. Yesterday I didn't record. Let me just check for yesterday trade. It was a good trade yesterday. It was around here. Yeah, this specific market structure, fair value gap, I got in my end position here. Market displaced there. I grabbed something like 132 or 118. I don't know. I wasn't in the house, I couldn't record it, but it was around here. It was New York session. It was $100 and something. So today we got another entry here, two trades. You can check the previous video, by the way. I don't know why my live stream went off, switched off I mean. Got my first entry here, second entry here. My first partial got out here with $50 profit. Now this is my second in position that I'm just trailing. I want to see if the market will reach at these lows that are down here. And I've told you several end position. First one was here. Second could have added this fair value gap. Third, the moment the market went, just a minute. The moment the market went to take this swing high, this short-term high with this candle there, that was a good one. And I told you guys, I want this one to be a breakaway gap. The other end position was this volume imbalance that is here. Market coming back to that one. That's an end position. And I wanted to see market how it's going to use this 15-minute inversion fair value gap. This fair value gap. You can see how the market reacted on that fair value gap. Displacing lower, placing my stop loss above this volume imbalance, because I know market should not come back there. We displaced lower again. This is another end position. This one is another end position here. Fair value gap. These are two candles are a form of order block to me. Now just in case ungekuwa kwa hii market na hujapata end position, ungeingilia hapo, weke stop loss just above here, because hiyo stop loss ndogo sana, just in case ungeingilia hapo, ama kwa this cost encroachment, the midpoint of these two candles, you can just see vile imekuza kwa cost encroachment displacing lower. Now I want this swing low to be taken. I would love this swing long to be taken at the moment. Hii swing low kichukuliwa sahi, this suspension block, the market can use this favorable gap again to go, because I have taken this swing low, this suspension block. This volume balance ishafanywa kazi, so market should not come back here. The worst can come in this favorable gap to reclaim it back maybe, but now if the market can use this suspension block to go down, that's a good one again. The worst market can come is this volume balance that's a high there, and the suspension block have both volume balance on both sides, set up of a favorable gap. So you can see how market is going to behave on this discount part, the cost encroachment. But let's see how market is going to behave on that favorable gap. Let us check EURUSD. How is it going on? EURUSD inaendelea poa. That's a good one. Consolidation, but I didn't see a good entry here. Maybe here last console a very big consolidation, displacing this high here, coming. Nah, that's not for me. I didn't see any good entry here. That's why I chose GBPUSD. Let us check gold. Okay, you can see gold failing to take this sensor liquidity, but this short-term highs have been taken here. Okay, this is a short-term hollow that will be reviewed, like market arudi baadaye hapo. The market will revisit those short-term low. This is a balanced price range. There, market coming to attack here. I think gold is going to take this basic liquidity. Yeah, this high. Yeah, but you just check about this favorable gap. How it's going to behave on those favorable gap. That favorable gap. How market is going to behave that favorable gap. But this high are so smooth, even though the market haven't taken any low here. But this high, you can measure for this dealing range from this high to this low. We are on the premium part. It'd be nice if the market can just come and take this high first. But anyway, this high should be taken. And then let me just check higher time frame gold. This gold. Okay. Yeah, gold is going to, but you also measure this favorable gap, see how market is going to behave on it, and this is a shady market. Bwana but iko hivi. 3 minutes. Anyway, gold ijapena setup ya maana at the moment. Kuna setup ya maana sahi, but let us continue checking this one. Okay, you can see how market went back to this favorable gap that I told you. It can be a reclaimed favorable gap. Market have gone to claim, and the body have stayed on the discount part of it. Like, market is back kwa discount part of it. Just want to see how market is going to take this swing low. That's what I'm just hoping for the market to take soon. Ichukue swing low. Najua ikishachukua swing low, it will start displacing lower haraka sana. Yeah. This was I've been used as a reclaimed favorable gap. Suspension block here. Failing to take this high again. That's a good one. And this one. So this swing low should be taken in less than 5 minutes to me. Like in market, if I could just go swing low and it displays lower, to have used this discount part of this fair value gap as a reclaimed fair value gap. DXY, that's a good end position here. Shift market structure, breaker, market coming to take time here. End position, displacing high. Okay, we had a very huge new day opening gap. From here, new day opening gap, high and low. Market just can see how market used it from the high to low and then continue going. That's a good one. Now we have displaced this low. I'll love the market to continue going down now. Like kuendelea kudump sasa. Now I can put my stop loss completely above this fair value gap. Fair value gap high, because you have already reclaimed it and you have displaced lower. Okay, quick recap. You can see that one, that entry. We are here. That fair value gap should be an entry position again. You could have got in there, or this conclusion of this two candle, or like this fair value gap midpoint. That's conclusion there. Or this reclaim, the market came to reclaim back. Like you can see, tuliingilia hapo, dumped down, coming to the midpoint. Tuliingilia hapo tukaenda chini, dumped to the midpoint, tukaenda chini, taking this swing low, short term low I mean, reclaiming back the fair value gap, suspension block here, suspension block, and then we took this swing low. This is a second distribution setup. This is an end position again. Like that's an end position at the moment. Like that's an end position, to be honest, guys. And then stop loss just place there. This is an order block, so the stop loss can just put here. The market should not come back here. That's a second distribution setup. Second distribution. Now with that, I expect a very big move to the sell side. This one should be a second distribution. But let's see how market is going to do. I love when second distribution must set up the market used as institution, order flow. Anytime I get in the market and I expect it to be a second distribution setup, and the market close above the fair value gap that I expect to be a second distribution stage, I always close that trade. And I know the reason why this one is behaving this was because there's no short-term height which have been taken for the displacement, but it's okay. but I just want to see how market is going to displace lower from here. Though this one saw a good run from here until here, that's a good run, a good sell. A process model with more PDRS here. Let's just check gold to see how it's going out. This is gold. So you can see, I told you I want to see how market is going to behave on this favorable gap, risk rectangle. Market played within the discount part of it. Is a favorable gap here, I think, favorable gap. Yeah. Market bodies stay on the top, above the high of that favorable gap. The market have stayed on the discount part of it, so just in case it get the premium, need to watch how market is going to behave there. Let's get back to my trade. Okay. The trade is on the premium part of it. Proportion block. This is an order block. This 1, 2, 3, 4 candles are order block, proportion block. Market coming there. Should not close above this proportion block. It can close, by the way. Just should not. It cannot close, but it can just pass it, but it cannot close above that proportion block. That's what I mean. So premium part of it have been sorted. If the market just in case closed below, expect this swing low to be taken. It continue going down. This was a good run from here until here, and yesterday we got a good run as well. Okay, this week have been good so far. I know market is going to struggle to pass here. That's what I know for sure. Yeah, market is going to struggle to pass there, but I just want to go PDRA by PDRA. Now I'm checking about this the second distribution that I said. Though there's no swing high that have been taken, like there's no a short-term high that have been taken. I would love to see how market is going to play with this favorable gap to go down. Yeah, this favorable gap. We are still on the premium part of it. So the premium part of this favorable. Now, if any moment it will close below, to Shamazan a premium na discount, so it should just continue going down. a good run from here until here. That's a good run. I'm checking this and other block that is here though, so though I'm just giving the market some allowance because of, first of all, already paid myself here with $50, so this is just a second trade. The minimum that I can get from this trade is 54 already secured, but I would love to come until here. Let's see how it's going. The market's going to roll out. We are already in the discount part. It may close below the cost encroachment. Now I want to take this swing low and continue going down. Just in case mtu anakoma ingilia hapa, this is an end position here, or this cost encroachment of this favorable gap midpoint here, these two candles, or even the market coming take this swing low, that not short swing low, that short term low, reclaiming the favorable gap here, displacing this one with this favorable gap, coming back to this favorable gap, played with the premium part. Now we are at discount part. With what the market is doing is time distortion. 30 minutes candle shafunga sahi, 30-minute candle shafunguka, ingine shafunguka. Want to see the market going to use it going down, like market imesimama imekaa hapo sana. So I would love market now to displace lower to the chini. You can see how bodies are behaving on that cost encroachment, that favorable gap. Here they have played the discount part of it at the moment. Now one they are about to close below. I would love about to close below this favorable gap and to Tokyo kabisa sasa to enter. Already the premium and discount part have been played well. That's a good one. And to me, institutional order flow entry trade should be unlike a second, not as institution, like a second distribution should be like as institution to me, whereby it's just a partial end to this favorable gap. Like this candle just got in with the wick and then displaced lower, but it's okay. So let me see market itafanya. We got back on this up and down, so I want to see this favorable gap. How it's going to be used there. I'm just hoping this swing low to be taken at the moment. So it's on a body. Na kama una watch hii video, please consider liking it. So watch alafu utoke tu hapo bure. Kulike it doesn't cost you anything. The market can just touch the low of this favorable gap, like iguze tu alafu ifungie hapa chini. That's a good one. want to see to me close below. That's a good one for me. This short-term loss should be the next target. This is a short-term low should be the next target, and then my target is this one, Sasa liquidity. This is a liquidity. Short-term, the market has already hit the short-term low that I've just told you guys. That one. Now I'm hoping to get to hit this liquidity. Let me get back. That one, that's a good end position, by the way. If could have a good loss size, hapa mpaka hapa sasa ushatoka na kitu ya maana. Even that's end position, that one until hapa, that's a good trade. We are cruising on well. From the point where I left is that toka huku. You can see how markets have been playing here from huku juu tukakuja hapa end position, first end position, second, third, fourth end position. It's a breakaway gap, fifth end position, coming again. You can add it here. Reclaim fair value gap, it reclaim the same fair value gap here. Suspension block here, that's an end position, second distribution stage. But though the market played with the discount, premium, discount, left leaving, even if you just go kama ungepata to end position yako hapa, I mean just got your end position here on this fair value gap. That's a good trade from here until where the market is. That's a good trade. Just in case ukipata hii, ungepata hii. Kama ungepata ungekuja kwa reclaim fair value gap, you reclaim that fair gap again, and ukuja kwa reclaim hapo, and then market close above the fair value gap, get away from the market, like cancel that trade with a small stop, like lose pesa kidogo, and other than uiache iende, ichukue your stop loss penye iko hapo, because this is an order block. These two candles are an order block, so stop losing go hapo juu. That's a very small, precise entry. Now I expect the market to come, and the short-term low have been taken already. Short-term low, just let me check it for you guys. The short-term low have been taken. This short-term low, I always use different broker for analysis, like this forex.com. Short-term low, and my targets here, this is a liquidity. The market is going to stay here because this is a balanced range. This buy and sell there, so market can struggle to pass through this back and forth market. But let's see. This fair gap have been used here. This fair gap, I demand this one to stay open, to be a breakaway, and the market just continue going down. Let's go back to this one, like this fair gap that I've just said. If I quit breakaway, market imekuja, which is okay. Now I don't expect market to come back here. 3 minutes. Let's see how market is going to roll, continue going down. A good displacement itakuwa fit sana, like it will be good for me, because ikichukua this displacement low, like this swing low, displacing lower, that's a good one for me. Just want to see how market is going to behave. Already above this feather gap, so this what market came back to this feather gap, displacing lower. That's a good one as well. I'm going to give time market to just take its time. Pole too. Suppose just place above this feather gap. Tunataka baadaye. I never trade without stop loss, because market can do anything, like can do wonders. Imagine sasa ikuje na kanu moja irudi tu hivyo juu. Stop loss is a must for me. It's a good one. Now let's continue. Niliwachia hapa. Coming back to market, came back to this. I've explained this one about this, like I wanted to be institution, but though market used the premium discount and then displacing lower. Market coming back to this fair value gap here. The discount part of it displacing lower. That's a good one. Now I want this market to continue going down. Like, come it's possible. We are heading 5 minutes to macro. 5 minutes to 50. I want that macro to be used like to displace market distance liquidity. This is a good run. This one's a good run from here until here. My end position was here. I got 2 entries from here. Another one I got here. Took my first profit here, like my first profit here, and then the remaining trade, like the remaining trade nimeacha tu iende pole pole. Like quick recap: shift market structure, fair value gap, first entry here that I failed to get, second entry position, like my first now original trade was here, second I got in here. Market coming to take this short-term high, displacing lower at around 117, coming back to this volume imbalance. This volume imbalance, you can see there's a volume imbalance there. The bodies are staying away from it, displacing lower, continuing down. I've explained in real time about this fair value gap, that this one was an entry position. If you didn't see this one, you could have got this one at encroachment of that fair value gap. This fair value gap, entry position. These 2 candles are order block. Just place stop loss there above there, because if that's in any case market close above this fair value gap, that's not an entry position. That's not a good. That's not a bearish market, I mean. And then market displacing this short-term low that's here, coming to reclaim this fair value gap, suspension block that is here, displacing lower, institutional order flow entry drill that's here, market coming to the discount, premium discount, displacing lower, fair value gap here, market coming back, displacing lower. Just like, that's a good one for me. Now I want for the next 3 minutes, because we are going through the macro, market to use that macro to displace lower. That's a good, hiyo itakuwa fit kwangu. And then after trade nitatoa hizo drawing zote, nitazitoa zote because nitakuwa shamaza trade yangu. So I'm watching how market is going to behave on this fair value gap. You should not displace this swing high. Ikichukua swing high natoka kwa market as well na body. Nizafanya that damage, but if I kuchukua that swing high, as I was saying, this swing high if I kuchukuliwa like hii swing high kichukua, in fact acha nichukue stop zangu niweke hapa. Because I'm not allowing market to go back there, like nataka market ikujie hapo, nataka market ikoe hapo. So market may close above this candle, which I don't like. Okay, let us see how market is going to behave. Ikikujia my stop loss is okay. That's a good stop loss placement to give market allowance and don't tolerate its reversal. Like in case it reverse, najitoa. short term low ilichukuliwa kitambo, so at the moment I'm expect just market to continue going down. I'm just watching how market is going to behave here, because I don't want market to ifanye vitu zake hapo. Like this hii ni kubwa ni gani? Let me just check it. 1 hour or daily. Ni gani? 1 week. Oh, this is a daily fair value gap. Let me hide it from 1 minute. So that I can have good view. Yeah, that's a good one for me now. Now I can turn this one to the normal green that I love using. All this one. One minute. This thing has ikichukuliwa, I'm out. Na body. So just weak. On macro at the moment. I don't know why my laptop is doing this shit. Like me hang. Okay, sorry guys, nimekuwa na shida ya laptop yangu itatingi na hang, sijui mbona. This one is a sign that market enda juu. This market is going above, so my stop loss just here. My stop loss is being, nitaweka hapo stop loss yangu. Kama ni yako juu ikujiwe. Broker amekataa kuweka niweke stop loss hapo. Broker ameniambia kijana siweki stop loss hapo. Sijui mbona. This one is a good end. Hii market inaenda juu because this seems to be like end position kwenda juu. But the third market imefungia tena above na tutashatoka above. It won't shock me market kuja kuchukua stop loss yangu. Yeah. Chini nikujie tu. Nakujia stop loss, I swear. Hii ni ya bullish. Kuna kuchukua hizi high. Yeah, as I had told you. Mbona imekujia? $72. Laptop yangu ina hang, that's why iko hivyo. So that's a good run. That was a good run from here until here. Market taking this swing high back here, so inakuja huku juu. All these PDRs zenye nimetumia market sana za delete, except hii because market is a revisit this one. Alafu ndio kwenda chini. And I told you guys that market ita struggle kupita hapa. Because this market imekuja bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. This is like a balanced area. So market struggle to pass here. That's why unaona inatufanya hivi. That's the reason. It always happen like that. So I have no issue. I got no issue with that. So market inaweza kuja irudi hapa, maybe ichukue kama reclaimed tena ndio endelee kwenda chini. Otherwise guys, thank you so much. Tasijumwa na shukuru. Mimi nafanya nishukuru. But it's okay. Thank you. Consider subscribe. I'll thank you if you like, comment, share, subscribe, all that. Let us meet next time. This is a good entry. This is a good price delivery, I mean. Let us meet whether today or tomorrow. I don't know. Depend on the market. So, adios, guys. Next time.